ATP hydrolysis is one of the most fundamental reactions in all of biology. It's the process by which cells release energy from phosphate bonds to power virtually every activity that requires work. Understanding this reaction is essential to understanding how life itself operates at the molecular level. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate, and it's often called the universal energy currency of cells. Every living organism, from bacteria to humans, uses ATP to store and transfer energy. The molecule consists of three main components: adenine, which is a nitrogenous base, ribose, which is a 5-carbon sugar, and 3 phosphate groups linked together in a chain. Let's look at the structure of ATP more closely. The adenine base and ribose sugar form what's called adenosine. Attached to this are 3 phosphate groups, labeled simply as P. The bonds between the second and third phosphate groups are particularly important because they're high-energy bonds. This means breaking these bonds releases a significant amount of energy that cells can capture and use for work. The hydrolysis reaction is how ATP releases its stored energy. Hydrolysis literally means splitting with water. In this reaction, ATP combines with a water molecule, which breaks the bond to the terminal phosphate group. The products are ADP, which stands for adenosine diphosphate, a free inorganic phosphate labeled Pi, and most importantly, usable energy. This is the chemical reaction that powers muscle contractions, nerve impulses, protein synthesis, and countless other cellular processes. Before hydrolysis, ATP has 3 phosphate groups held together by high-energy bonds. When water is added, the bond connecting the terminal phosphate is broken. This removes one phosphate group from the molecule, converting ATP into ADP. The breaking of this specific bond is what releases the burst of energy that cells need. It's a controlled, efficient way to make energy available exactly when and where it's needed. The hydrolysis of ATP releases approximately 30.5 kilojoules per mole, or 7.3 kilocalories per mole of energy. This is classified as an exergonic reaction, meaning it releases free energy that can be used to do work. Cells couple this energy release to processes that require energy input, such as building complex molecules, transporting substances across membranes, and contracting muscle fibers. Without this reliable source of energy, cellular life, as we know it, would be impossible. But why do phosphate bonds store so much energy in the first place? There are 2 main reasons. First, electrostatic repulsion. Phosphate groups are negatively charged, and when 3 of them are packed together in ATP, they strongly repel each other. This creates tension in the molecule, like a compressed spring. Second, product stability. When ATP is hydrolyzed into ADP and inorganic phosphate, these products are more chemically stable than ATP itself. The transition from a less stable molecule to more stable products releases energy, which the cell captures and uses. Let's recap the key points. ATP hydrolysis is the process of adding water to break the terminal phosphate bond. Breaking this bond releases approximately 30.5 kilojoules per mole of usable energy. This energy comes from 2 sources: the electrostatic repulsion between negatively charged phosphate groups and the greater stability of the products compared to the reactant. Ultimately, this released energy powers all cellular processes that require work, making ATP hydrolysis absolutely central to life.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.